Remember when you asked if I told anyone about all the stuff that's going on? Promise you won't freak out.
Sure.
No.
First fun question for both of you. I kind of want to flip this scenario around. If your characters, not Shauna, was on that plane, went down the wilderness, I want you to tell me what Callie's greatest strength out there would be and what her greatest weakness would be, and the same thing for Jeff. The strength that would help him survive, the weakness that would do him in.
Yes.
Okay, yes, again, I feel like I'm an emotional being, and I feel like I might be able to help hold some space, help everybody process their emotions. And in the actual surviving aspect, I don't know how helpful that would be.
Well, you're young.
But yes.
Wait,
So
we're
you've got
talking
the
about your character here.
Oh, okay.
I trust you out in the wilderness way more than I trust Callie.
Okay, yeah, I don't know if Callie's gonna help people process their emotions. Okay, Callie. What would Callie's
Well, Callie might believe that.
Okay, what would Callie's greatest strength be? I mean, she'd have great weed for everyone.
Callie's strong. I think Callie is discovering a lot about herself.
Yeah, Callie's pretty resilient, so
Very
that's definitely a skill to have out there.
And whether it's in her conscious or not, she's certainly capable of, like, the blood has run through the generations.
It's true,
know what I mean?
so she might surprise herself out there. And what about what's Callie's greatest weakness? I feel like...
She doesn't listen to her dad.
I feel like her petulance. She can be quite petulant, and that might be a struggle out there.
Obstinate comes to mind.
What about Jeff?
Ugh. In the woods? Ugh. Maybe loyalty.
Oh,
That's a good trait, especially when it comes to survival like that. Like, who can I trust? Well, we know we could probably trust Jeff, aside from that blackmail incident. You know, he's pretty good compass on him.
I feel like every single season I come back and ask everyone, like, who does your character trust the most and trust the least? I feel like the only character on this show I would really trust is Jeff.
Yeah.
Everybody else,
Thank you.
Everybody else I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't know.
Yeah,
True.
totally fair.
I do want to make sure to follow up on something you were telling me about yesterday, that when you guys took these roles, the relationship between Callie and Jeff had to be different than the relationship that Callie has with Shauna. So can you maybe tell me what it was like finding what their relationship needed to be in season 1 and tease how that relationship has changed for them in season 3?
Ooh.
Well, it certainly seemed, with what we had to work with in terms of showing it, that Callie was daddy's girl.
Yes.
Go to ball games together kind of thing. Definitely buddies. I'm your bud, I'm the good cop.
That's true. You're definitely more
And that established even to detriment. And then you're growing up so fast. There's a lot of Callie taking care of Jeff here coming up.
Yes.
And that role reversal happening, not just the husband wife, the male-female dynamic getting turned on its head in Yellowjackets, is Shauna's the cowboy who goes out the door and says, I got to do what I got to do, and Jeff's with the bonnet on saying, I'll take care of I'll take care of the house.
I wish you had an actual bonnet in season 3. That would be so amazing.
But also with the parent and the child.
Yeah, it's so true.
getting-
I do love the juxtaposition of we finally get to see more clearly, I feel like, at the end of season 2, like, really what the dynamic is when we have that scene where you tell me about the baby, and I'm like, I have you hold that space for me, and you hold Callie. And then I think, as season 3 develops, we definitely get thrown together a bunch more, which has been so much fun. And then also, there's a bit of a role reversal. And
shared task. And how much better way to learn about each other than in a shared task. You know what I mean? Where it's with real stakes.
Yeah, I'm excited for the audience to see how their bond is strengthened as well.
I'm getting little bits of it already. I need more. I'm so greedy. Admittedly, this question comes from a line that happens in episode 3, but it's really spoiler free, so I'm going to ask it anyway because I'm curious what the answers would be here. So there's a moment in the show when someone is asked if you could describe yourself without embarrassment or shame, and especially without the fear you might say something that scares you, what would you say? And I was wondering, what would Callie say and what would Jeff say?
The first thing that came into my mind, to be honest, is like, I don't know who I am. which is so sad.
That's very existential.
Heart.
Yeah, but that is the first
thing
thing that
in
popped up. When I
philosophy.
think of Callie, that's the first thing that
Not knowing yourself, that might be at the foundation of anything if you weren't too scared.
Yeah.
Maybe for Jeff, yeah, I'm afraid. You know, I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm not enough. I'm scared, you know what I mean? I'm scared that maybe that's it, not enough.
Yeah.
I'm not
My
enough.
heart for this family.
Enjoy.
That's so sad. All right, I'm going to go into some theory territory now. This is in episode 2, so this is totally safe here. So Callie has her sleepover, and she's having that conversation with Lottie, and Lottie stops short of explaining what it is, so it was making me wonder, because maybe they have this conversation off screen, and it's just not for us viewers, but what do you think she thinks it is at the end of episode 2?
I think that she still really doesn't know. And again, at the end of season 2, I feel like when Lottie is acknowledging, this is your daughter, she's so powerful, it's like acknowledging this energy. I think that there is this energy that is inside of Callie, and she has no idea what it is, but she recognizes something similar in Lottie, and is hoping that that answer can come from her. So I think what Callie hopes it is whatever this energy is that's bubbling up inside her, because she wants to know what that is. Does that make sense?
It does. I just like that you phrased it like she hopes it is that, because I feel like hope is a positive word that I haven't quite used to describe it over the course of the show's run. What about you two personally? Because like one of the biggest questions with this show since day one has been, is whatever is going out in the wilderness supernatural, or is it all a result of just being human? Where do you two personally, real you, stand on that right now?
Real me, I think there's some, I'm a big supernatural girly, so I believe that there's something else going on in there, especially with everything I've read in the scripts and everything that's taken place.
Oh, that's great.
There's...
It's not too much.
Yeah, again, for
push
me,
it
I
too
think
hard.
part of what scares Callie so much is like the energy that she's feeling is not just like, what is that? There's no way there's no supernatural element there. It feels like a foreign, it feels like a foreign body within her, like a foreign energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If it's,
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's a good question, because this is such a great show, exploration of, let's just say, the feminine, and just put it on that dimension right now. The complexities, not afraid to go to the dark shadow side, and whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. Is it just an expression of the internal in some way? And if that's the case, I think that's badass.
I'm obsessed with your show. I can have these conversations all day long. I'm not allowed. I will say congratulations. I'm sure I'll bug you again when I get to
Please do.
Yes, please.